Hey everyone, welcome to the Decorative Den. My name's Charity and I'm so happy you're here today. The Decorative Den is a look inside my craft room where I share all things crafting, planning, and DIY. And today I'm going to be doing some memory keeping in my A5 discbound planner. And so I'm going to be keeping the week of Christmas, and I'm going to be using this gorgeous printable kit from Paper Crown Planner. So if you are interested in seeing this plan with me, then just keep watching. So starting out, I'm just going to white out the parts of these inserts that I'm not going to use. And while I'm doing that, let me apologize for the camera work in this video. I was trying to zoom in at various parts of this video since I know some of my past plan with me's have been so zoomed out, it's hard to see the stickers I'm using. But because I was trying something new, you'll see there are parts of this video that cut out, like this part right now. The camera kind of focuses and unfocuses, and so parts of the video are blurry. So please just forgive me for that. I promise I will get this together and figure out how to properly film a plan with me soon. But anyway, while my camera cut out, I did lay down the date covers from the kit, and then I also cut down some of the bottom washi in the kit and to use it as like a header area for the part of the spread that I use for my thankful thought, so that bottom right hand corner. And then for headers for the rest of the spread, I am using this gorgeous gold 5mm bow washi from Simply Gilded. And for bottom washi, I am using some more Simply Gilded washi. This is her Stardust washi, and I'm using one with a combination of gold and hollow foil. I absolutely love this washi, and I think in this spread it adds just the perfect touch of glitter at the bottom of the page. Definitely when I think Christmas, I think tons of gold foil and sparkles, and so I tried to incorporate a lot of that into this spread. So moving on to date dots, I am using these gold foil date dots from Sadie's Stickers. I love these date dots she releases for $2 Tuesdays. If you ever see them, I highly suggest purchasing them. They are great when using date covers like this. I also really love these date dots for monthly spreads just because they're so petite. So moving on to full boxes, because this is a printable kit, I needed to cut these down myself, and I've been using a lot of printable kits lately, and I've gotten into the habit of, instead of cutting the full boxes using my Cricut cutting machine, I've been just printing them out and then cutting them with either scissors or a slice tool, so that way the back of the sticker paper is still on the full boxes, and it just allows me to kind of move the full boxes around and get them the way I like them, deciding which ones I want to use and how I want the layout to look. I think that's a great method, especially if you are interested in printable kits, but you don't have like a Silhouette or a Cricut or any kind of cutting machine. You can still use printable kits, and in fact, I really do prefer this method of just cutting them out myself as opposed to using a machine. But anyway, as you could see, I really struggled for a while to pick the full boxes for this spread. I knew I wanted the "'Tis the Season to be Jolly" quote box, and I also knew I wanted the Christmas tree, but I wasn't sure which other ones to use because there are so many beautiful full boxes in this kit. I ended up settling on the festive living room scene as well as the like formal dining place setting, and I chose those ones because I felt they best represented my Christmas week. So my husband and I were actually in Syracuse, New York, and then we spent the weekend in Lake Placid, and while we were visiting family, a lot of what we ended up doing was just hanging out with cousins and having a lot of formal and delicious meals with extended family. So I felt those two full boxes really worked best when representing my Christmas week. And then you can see I am taking this gold glitter tape and using that to just frame my full boxes. This glitter tape came in one of those washi tubes from Michaels. I really love it. And like I said, gold and glitter, you can't go wrong for Christmas. But moving on to my actual plans for the week. So Monday, we woke up and my husband and I went to Dunkin' Donuts. We were so excited to go to Dunkin' because we don't have any near where we live in Virginia. So it's always a treat when we're visiting family in New York to go there. And I represented that with a coffee mug sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co., layered with a little donut from a Michael's sticker sheet. After that, I needed to approve some time cards for work, and so I just marked that with a drizzle dot banner from Clever Gal Crafts. In the afternoon, my husband and I went to Wegmans, which is a awesome grocery store that started in upstate New York, and they have a delicious food bar. So we got pizza there, and I just represented that with a little beanie character from Every Minute a Story, driving with a little pizza box. And then in the evening, we had what's called the Puzzle Smackdown. And so this is when the extended family gets together and we get broken up into teams and essentially race to see who can complete a puzzle first. So it's a lot of fun and a little competitive. And I just used one of these little gingerbread characters from the shop, the Twin Mermaids. On Tuesday, Christmas Eve, I slept in and I used a little Fox and Pip girl to represent that. Then I had coffee with my husband's grandmother. Well, both of us had a coffee with her and got to spend a little one-on-one time with her. So I used a little coffee mug from Stinkin' Happy. I then laid down a little place setting from the Coffee Monsters Co. to represent Christmas Eve dinner, which we had at his grandmother's house. And then we finished up the evening watching the movie Die Hard, which I know some people feel is not a Christmas movie, but it is a tradition on that side of the family to always watch Die Hard on Christmas Eve. Wednesday was Christmas Day, and I just marked that with a little girl from Fox and Cactus in her pajamas, because whenever I think Christmas morning, I think just like hanging out in little cute matching pajama sets and being with family. After we opened gifts with my husband's immediate family, all of the extended family came over to his parents' house for a big breakfast in the morning, and I used a little emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. with some pancakes to represent that. Once things calmed down a bit, I Skyped with my own family and got to say Merry Christmas to my parents and my sister and her fiance, which was really wonderful. Then in the afternoon, the weather was so beautiful that day that my husband and I took a walk around the neighborhood, and I'm just using some sneakers from GP Sticker Studio to mark that down. And then we finished that evening with a formal dinner at his aunt's house. And so I'm using a little bow clip from the shop Mochi Kichi to mark down that really nice Christmas dinner we had with everyone. So Thursday was our last day in Syracuse. So we started the morning just doing laundry and packing. And I used a little beanie character from Every Minute a Story to represent laundry. And then a little suitcase from I think it's from a blue tree. I'll mark it below. But I used that to mark packing up the car. In the afternoon, Liverpool Soccer Club was playing, and so we watched that game with a couple of the cousins, and there was a little miscommunication because we were going to have Starbucks while we watched the game, but it was unclear who was getting the Starbucks, so we ended up getting double orders, and I was just very well caffeinated and well sugared up that day. So I used another little coffee mug from Stinkin' Happy to represent our double Starbucks lattes. And then that evening, I went downtown in Syracuse to have dinner with some of the cousins. So Friday, my husband and I woke up and had Dunkin' Donuts again, one last time. And so I used a coffee cup from Stinkin' Happy and another one of those little donut stickers. Then we drove to Lake Placid from Syracuse, which I think took us like 3 hours. I don't really remember exactly, but I used a little Mochi Kichi character to represent that. And then I laid down this beautiful foil divider from Sadie Stickers. This was another $2 Tuesday from her. And I used that just to represent my time in Syracuse versus my time in Lake Placid this week. That evening, by the time we got there, there wasn't much to do, so we just checked into the hotel, and then I used this little soup sticker from Toffee and Bananas to represent that we had just a family dinner that evening. Saturday was the day of activities in Lake Placid. So we started by doing the bobsled experience where you got to ride on a bobsled on, I believe, a part of the Olympic track, since the Winter Olympics were in Lake Placid two times. I think the most recent was back in 1980. But we did that in the morning. And so I'm just using a little Memoji character on a sled. And that is from the shop 5 Minutes of Happiness. After that, we went bowling. There was a little 2-lane bowling alley in the resort we were staying at. So I used a little character, a little marshmallow character from Stinkin' Happy to mark having fun bowling. That afternoon, we went ice skating on the Olympic Oval where they did all of the speed skating for the 1980 Olympics. And so I'm using another Memoji character for that. That evening, after dinner and everything, we had a game night with my husband's immediate family who were in Lake Placid with us. And so I used another one of those twin mermaid little gingerbread stickers. And then that evening, my husband and I got ice cream from the ice cream parlor at the resort. So I used a little ice cream sticker that just came on this food sheet from Michael's. On Sunday, we went ice skating again, this time just on the little rink they had at the resort. And so I used another little Memoji for that. And then Liverpool played another game. And so, like earlier in the week, I decided to use one of those cute bow clips to represent that. While everyone was watching the game, I read my book. Well, I shouldn't say I read. I listened to my audiobook and just kind of hung out by the fire. And so I used a little Memoji with a book and a blanket for that. And then that evening was going to be the last night that my husband and I were in Lake Placid. The rest of his family was staying a little longer than we were. But because it was our last night all together, we got a fancy dinner at the restaurant at the resort, which was really nice to just spend some time with everyone. And that evening we ended with another ice cream sundae from the ice cream parlor, which was absolutely delicious and I think a great end to this trip, especially since when we got back to Virginia, it was totally time to detox from all of the rich and sweet food over the holidays. Anyway, as you can see, I am just filling in everything, and for this I am using my Sharpie pen. This is my absolute favorite pen to use in my planners. And yeah, guys, that will do it for this week. Gonna put this back in my planner and just show you how gorgeous this came out. I love all the little shimmers of foil and sparkles. I'll give it a little wiggle here so you can see everything. This was such a fun week, and it was really fun being able to memory keep it and just remember the time spent with family. I really hope you enjoyed this plan with me, memory keeping style. If you did, please hit the like button so I know. And in general, please subscribe if you are interested in other planning, crafting, or DIY videos. Thank you so much for being here, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!